Over here, come on! They'll never take her!
Stop, I said! Tell all your men if they don't surrender, I'll kill the girl.
Wait, men!
Rexius, you decide. Levy is one of us. We'll have to stand trial at the magistrate. But as I told you, we are innocent.
Soon find out.
Papayan cop, huh? I'll wager another of Nero's party's lured her here.
Or one of her muscular consuls from Rome is arriving.
Your divine spouse is here, Claudius Nero.
Epaphroditus, if for unknown reasons it was she who paid those cutthroats for trying to assassinate me.
But why should I want to kill you? Claudius Nero. Wait a moment. Everyone knows what love and devotion I have for you.
It wasn't really my intention to offend you, dear Pompea. The audacity of those bandits and masked riders is just preposterous.
The noble Glaucus Valerius. Hail, Caesar.
Welcome to you, my friend.
They told me of the danger you were in, dear Caesar, and I shed all my tears at the thought of it. Pompea?
You're my one true friend in days when a man can't trust anyone.
Here I am between Apollo and Venus, between the genius and the beauty.
Well, then enjoy it. Such extraordinary good fortune doesn't come too often.
Epaphroditus? You taste this. And if it's poisoned?
I'm not afraid to die for you.
Hail, Caesar. I bring you happy tidings.
You mean to say you've captured them?
And brought everyone back here alive.
What a glorious occasion for Nero this is. If you found the men who have caused us all this trouble, I'll give you a province of your own.
Beloved Tigellinus, what would the emperor do without you?
A province? For a reward like that, anyone would find the men he is looking for.
A just observation, Glaucus.
I found this hood in the possession of one of these men.
Have they confessed to all their crimes?
I'll force them into confessing.
With these ugly, brutal faces, one beautiful girl. you come from?
These men are Thracian gladiators, and...
That's enough.
Tigellinus. They have the right to defend themselves. You have told us you are Thracian gladiators. Continue.
We come from Herculaneum, where we performed in the arena, and we were on our way to Rome. But what are you accusing us of? The prefect of games in Rome knows us.
Of course, that's right.
We can easily get proof of that.
It isn't necessary. Better the innocent are eliminated than the criminals left alive. The sentence is decapitation, and their heads will be hung outside the Roman walls.
Roger, don't! Stop! Have you all gone crazy?
Take them away and lock them up in the underground dungeon.
Move, hurry, all of you.
What a magnificent man he is.
What a pity to cut off their heads.
Let's listen to Glaucus Valerius. Please tell us why you should wish to save their heads.
Sparing their lives isn't necessary. I say that in the same way they earn their living, let them earn their death. In your private arena, they could fight each other to the last. And you could compose an ode to Mars.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I like your idea.
Will you come too, Poppaea?
If Nero doesn't bore me with his verses, I'll come.
Did you hear that?
The affections of a woman, as you know, are as changeable as the colors of her clothing. But your subjects love you, Nero.
What are yourselves fortunate? Fresh bread every day.
But not for long. It's too expensive.
You get in there, too. I lose my patience with you, friend. You know what I'll do? I'll rip you into shreds. I'm afraid we'll stay here a long time. I don't see why I shouldn't sit down and be comfortable.
You're very confident. How is it you're not worried?
I'm sure something will happen to save us, because I don't want to lose this.
I'll tell you why he's not worried. The Empress sighed when she saw him and said, "Magnificent man, isn't he?" And he, having heard stories of the infamous Pompeius, hoping...
You know something? I never thought of that. You're right. What would happen if I stole the Emperor's wife?
Here's the rest. If Roger's pleasing to Poppaea,
Go on.
she'll be disillusioned when she discovers that her sweet courtier has eyes only for Livia.
I hadn't noticed.
Her eyes are only for her favorite uncle.
And you, when you're speaking of Livia, smile with your lips and your eyes.
For grown men, you're not very amusing. It's not your business anyway.
Finally, we've a bit of relaxation.
What have we here? Who are you? Say something. Have you lost your tongue? You beautiful horse! Be careful, monkey.
Well, can you explain how you're able to come in here, huh?
Let go of me.
That table, bring it over here.
I'm a midget, but I'm tall enough to see how beautiful you are.
Now, you're as tall as us.
You're the same height as Rothschild, a real giant.
I want to call you Mama.
Hey, you.
Roast midget is not a food for gladiators.
You want to tell us who sent you?
Joe, who's the master and protector of all human lives. He doesn't want you to lose your head.
What are you saying?
My master has convinced the Emperor to allow you to fight in the arena.
And your master, who's he?
A man who is on the side of truth and justice. He wants to help honest men like you.
Maybe his conscience is bothering him.
We're going to die anyway.
You won't die. Absolutely not. No. If you're willing to follow his advice. You will be placed one against the other, and your faces will be covered with black masks. You must pretend that you don't recognize each other. It will be a battle to the death in the Emperor's arena. My master will have special weapons made for you.
Oh, how I hate violence when it doesn't come from me.
I call the attention of all of you to these 10 gladiators.
Hail Caesar in the name of the 10 gladiators.
Defend yourself.
Imagine the feeling of the victor when he realizes he has murdered all of his friends. It was a magnificent idea, Glaucus. It should prove entertaining. No, wait, Livia.
Don't strangle me so hard. They'll believe it without your exaggerating.
No, not quite yet.